Tiddles the Cat and the Extra Dinners. Written and read by Phil Humphries. Tiddles woke and stretched in the warm afternoon sunshine. It had been a very satisfactory nap, with several enticing visions of cream, as rivers, as pools, even as waterfalls. Well, creamy falls. This left her feeling just a bit peckish. She wandered into the kitchen where her woman was busy baking. Baking, indeed. Looking after the people's needs, but ignoring the hunger of poor Tiddles? Well, all right. She had no way of knowing that Tiddles was in need of a snack, but still. Tiddles meowed and weaved between the woman's legs, entreating her to provide some small morsel for her to enjoy. Rather than immediately stopping to provide for her, all Tiddles received for her trouble was a sharp "Shoo! Why don't you get out from under my feet and go into the garden?" So, this was what it had come to, was it? Tiddles, maintaining her dignity, stalked out through her private entrance and into the garden. Here she mused on the rejection she had suffered, and determined to seek some solace elsewhere. That would show them. She trotted round to the front of the house, and made her way up the road toward the house at the end on the far side. This was a very tidy house, which had just been taken on by a young couple, without either pets or children. They would be putty in her paws, thought Tiddles. A brief surveillance identified that the young woman was tidying in the front room, so Tiddles jumped up onto the windowsill and emitted a plaintive meow. Within moments the door was opened and the young woman was fussing Tiddles behind the ears and whispering the strange baby talk humans seem to think cats preferred. "Who's a lovely ickle pussy then? Doesn't want a little milkies?" Tiddles, like all cats, could understand perfectly normal human speech. It was just not done to let them know this. But why that would prompt humans to adopt the infantile babble, well, she had no idea. In short order, the fridge was opened. A very smart and large American-style one, Tiddles was pleased to see. Tiddles stood and nuzzled the cream she could see there. At once, "A little milkies" became, "Oh, you like the creamy weemy." Tiddles was almost embarrassed at how easy this was. Once she had her fill, Tiddles settled down on the new armchair, which the young woman had just removed the plastic covers from, and settled down for a nap. Over the course of the next fortnight, this procedure was established as a daily ritual, even to the degree that the young couple had now named her Moppet, if anything an even less appealing name than Tiddles. They petted her, allowed her the run of the house, provided tasty morsels on demand, and were always diligent in opening the door upon both her arrival and her requests to depart. The true reckoning came late one evening, when after supper at her official residence, chicken pieces and a tasty jelly, Tiddles decided to head out for a late-night snack. She nosed out of her private entrance and then, calamity! Tiddles was stuck. Her forepaws were outside and her, derriere remained inside. She could not back up because of the angle of the flap. Now Tiddles was a proud cat, but she was also a practical cat, and knew when she needed help. She uttered a mournful cry, which brought her people running at once. Although she was soon released without physical harm, her dignity was horribly bruised, primarily by the laughter which had accompanied this operation. This was compounded when she was admonished by her woman. "Now perhaps you will stop bothering that nice couple up the road for extra dinners. If you get any fatter, We will have to pull you around on wheels." They knew. Tiddles now realised she had not been fooling anyone. Such indignities were beyond the pale, and at once Tiddles resolved to follow the woman's advice. At least for the next week.